Hey guys, my name's Sean Elders and this is Pinnacle Combat Arts. Like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell so you can be notified every time we get a new video. Today we're going to be talking about double stick and different counter shots inside of double stick and live motion. Let's get started. What we'll be doing is flowing and learning how to do different types of attack inside of different stick patterns, so that when you do go live, when you start going hard, that you have different tactics and techniques that you've trained over and over and over again, so that they become very easy and simple when you're going live into live motion, okay? So one of the first ones I'm gonna show you is, even if, like, everybody loves the heaven six, heaven and earth, all those basic movements. So you're doing this basic kind of thing here, okay? And what's happening is that sometimes we can, instead of coming in with a loptic, a slicing motion, we can come in with a thrust. And as we come in with that thrust, we can either engage with that thrust and actually hit the target, or if they are going to try to defend against it, I come in, and as I come in, I turn that over and I create a new line of attack, redirecting their weapon and creating a new line of attack inside of that. So one of the patterns that you can first start off with inside the mirror to make sure you're doing the body mechanics properly is to come here and you practice going one and slice, slice, and with tick. Then come in with the other side, you come in thrust, slice, slice, and with tick. See, just like that. So I'm gonna come in like this. See how I brought that out like that? See? I come in here, and when I would tick, that's when I would bring that right behind it and come in here, slice, slice, and when I go to do that with tick, look, it's already set up and ready to go, so that thrust comes in, slash, slash, with tick, and look, instead of holding it here, I'm gonna have it ready to go, and then it comes straight in, okay? And then that can take place at any point, so that's the first exercise. The second exercise is where you're doing regular heaven, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's the thrust and slash. You go back to the heaven, okay? And what you're trying to do is just kind of get a nice even flow, and then you go right back into it. And this is a way to learn how to not just be so telegraphing, so your opponent catches on to this real quick. This is something that you have to draw out in a moment and then engage with it, okay? And that creates a new line of attack. So with your partner, this is the way it's gonna look. So with your partner, the way that you want to do this is I come in and he's going to try to do like an inside deflection, for instance, okay? And what happens is that as he starts to defend against it, I come around and I cut him here, just like that. Now, he could also do, for instance, a roof. If we were a little closer into Mead Romano, it's the same thing. I could go like this and he starts to do that roof, and then I come in and I can cut the hand. I can come in and come down inside the line, okay? I can come in, and even if he comes here, I can just bring it around and hit that hand, just like that. There's many, many different aspects to it, but going back to the Largo Romano range, we're going here like this, and I go like that, and he go, ooh, and then boom, there I go, just like that. Now this hand, obviously, if you're monitoring it correctly, he could also counter me. So I know you're probably already thinking that, and that is true. Boom, it's like that. And I can come over the top. When I come here and he defends against that, I can come over the top, and what I can do is I can either hit the hand, I can crash down, and then I could thrust. I can, as I'm coming here like this, I can go like this, and then as he starts to defend with it, I come around and I do an abradico, okay? Or what we call a quilot, okay? So I'm going here, heaven, whoop, boom, and then he catches me, and then this next one would be, I come across like this. So there are three different aspects that I'm gonna be teaching today. And I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and so look, when I bring that weapon out, I'm gonna thrust, I come over, and then boom, there's my secondary attack. So I can go here, 1, 2, 3, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This one's now it is kept up, trapped up. I come in, boom, and then I come over the top, just like that. You see that? Pretty neat, isn't it? So you want to make sure you practice this on both sides. Okay, so when I come over here, I got that one occupied. I come in here, and then I've got to practice coming in this. So what's neat about this is that that lower weapon now can thrust and slash up, okay? You can give him a new crack right in his face, okay? So that's the idea. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I come in, boom. I come over the top, boom, and I can cut down and thrust to the body and cut up, okay? So again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pop, pop, okay? Slash down and then come up, just like that. And that is a great follow-up that you can practice with your partner. Let's work it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I come in here and then I come up. Double stick, we are educating both sides, both hands. So one of the ideas is that the stick is simply just a way to train when it comes to hard impact aspects, but you should also train with polymers too, just like this, a shape of a sword, okay, or aircraft aluminum, or getting into live or grinded down blades of swords. But this is really truly what you should be focusing on, making sure that your direction of your weapon is going the right way, because this is the reality. This is for training purposes, and also when you start going live and you start hitting each other, this is a little bit easier on you than something that's hard and has no give to it, okay? So that is the idea. We are focusing on eventually working the edge weapon, but we also can use and discover ideas and train with impact weapons, as if you needed to use collapsible baton or something like that is also very efficient. So we have edged weapon, we also have impact weapon, and it's very important that you differentiate when you're training each one, because they have different attributes. They have different ways that it needs to be willed. One is slicing and making sure that that line looks nice and straight, that you're starting and ending and you're hitting, depending on the type of blade that you have, if you're hitting it off the meat of the blade, the tip, different aspects of it. Impact weapons, how are you using this? What is the weight of it? Where is the weight on the weapon itself? Is it at the tip? Is it at the meat part of the aspect where it's real hard, like a billy club, for instance, okay? Billy club hat is made and designed to be willed a certain way. And you put on a fencing mask and you gear up, protecting your hands and your knees, maybe your elbows, okay? So you don't get a bone spur or a bone, break a bone off inside your arm. You protect yourself appropriately. So the idea is this is just a template, and then you work within that template and you find out what happens. And so you do this enough times at home, then you do it with a partner and drill it, then you go live motion. And when you're sparring, you're gonna start to incorporate some of the basic aspects to this. It's not gonna be beautiful always, but sometimes it will. And the idea is that as you practice in live motion against different types of opponents, you will start to discover and be able to find different aspects of being able to use these strategies. Hope this helped. I'll see you next time. Panantukan Level 1. This program is one of the most streamlined. It's over 8.5 hours long. It gives you everything step by step, everything that you need. Fundamentals breakdown of all the exercises you need, understanding of empty hand, how to use fight without gloves, with gloves. It's going to teach you all the aspects that you need about the foundation and fundamentals of Panantukan, okay? Unlike what we see a lot of times now in the combatives in the Filipino martial arts world, a lot of techniques, a lot of drills, but how do you make those drills go from the drill to actual real combatives? And that's what this program, this is the first level to that, and getting you set up, learning all the aspects of how do I engage, what's the techniques, what do I need to practice to get myself where I'm able to be adaptable in combat. Okay, that's the most important thing. That's what everybody's looking for. How do I get better? How am I able to adapt when somebody attacks me? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do it? What I'm going to do is I'm giving you a different perspective on Panantukan, unlike what you see in this modern day where you see a lot of drills and exercises that just don't translate to real combat. I call the meat and potatoes of combat. Not the fluff, not all the extra stuff, but only simply the things that you really need that are going to help you be effective in combat. But the most important thing in combat is to survive. The most important thing is to be able to adapt, okay? And so that's what this program is all about. This is going to help you go to that next level. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or you've been doing this for 10 years. I'm going to help fill in those gaps, fill in those holes that you've never learned before. Go to our website, pinnaclecombatarts.com. There you can find out more about what I do and the classes that I provide. Thank you guys so much for your support and have a great day.